Rage here from SageNtheRage, and it's time to talk about some Azerite powers. I haven't spoken a lot about the beta because I'm one of those people who doesn't like to go on the beta in big detail because I don't want the expansion ruined for myself. But I think we've had enough iterations that some of these are pretty sound. So let's talk Azerite powers, the things that are taking the place of tier bonuses, the things that are taking the place of some of our talents. There's a lot in here. Some of them are cool, some of them look cool, but when you think about it, aren't that great. So let's start running through these. For Havoc, I'm going to focus on Havoc. I'm not going to go into Vengeance. I am not a Vengeance Demon Hunter. I will never claim to be. But for Havoc, we have Eyes of Rage. I-Beam deals additional damage, 450. Consuming a soul fragment reduces the cooldown on I-Beam by 1 second. This one says 0.7. It's like different levels of it, but 1 second is the go-to here. So basically what you get is part of that ability that was in your artifact weapon, that when you collect a soul fragment, it reduces the cooldown on an I-Beam by 5 seconds. Well, now that we have a 30-second recharge, 1 second starts to add up, especially if you're playing a demonic build. So this is pretty cool. More damage, and you get into demonic out of I-Beam even faster with this Azerite trait. Very nice. Along with that comes Furious Gaze. When I-Beam finishes fully channeling, your haste is increased by 120 for 8 seconds. So you get that haste buff, almost like the 4-set bonus of our tier 21 right now in Legion before BFA launches. This is also very good if you're playing a demonic spec, makes you feel more like the demonic spec and the tier 21 that we're used to running right now. So if you like that playstyle, these two Azerite traits are all for you. Let's go down a little bit more, sorry. Revolving Blades. Blade Dance deals 220 additional damage at the cost of your next Blade Dance is reduced by 5 Fury for each enemy struck by the final slash. This could really rack up. In dungeons, this would be a great Azerite trace, especially if you're playing Trail of Cinders. Getting that AoE on everybody, and then also knowing that the next 7 seconds, 8 seconds, how much haste you have, rolls around, you're going to get a free Blade Dance. And if you're running First Blood Trail of Cinders spec, this could be huge. Even if it's on a single target boss, this pays off. It's 15 Fury right now. You reduce it by 5, it's 10. Over the course of a fight, you're going to hit Blade Dance a lot, and you're going to start racking up extra Fury over time. Plus the additional damage, between First Blood and Trail of Cinders, you've got a move that just hits like a freight train and keeps coming back for more. So I'm really excited about this one. I want to play First Blood and Revolving Blades in BFA, so I'm definitely going to go with this one. Then we get to Seething Power. Chaos Strike increases your agility by 28 for 12 seconds. Stacking this effect does not extend its duration, but it will stack. So in a 12-second window, if your Fury generation is pretty good, you could probably get anywhere between 5 and, at a maximum, probably 8 stacks. And agility is worth something more with the way that they've redone gearing in battle for Azeroth. So this is something that you definitely want to pay attention to. This seems like a really good trait going on. These two, not so much. I could see Unbound Chaos. We're going to get to that in a bit. Thirsting Blades. This looks nice, but it is deceiving. Every 1.5 seconds, it increases the damage of Chaos Strike by 18 or 39 with the more powerful rune, and reduces its cost by 1 Fury. This effect stacks. But anytime you hit Chaos Strike, the effect goes away. Now, when you start a fight, you're probably going to fly in after doing all the raid prep and everything and get a free Chaos Strike. You'll get 1. Over the course of most fights in Legion, I would have anywhere between low 100s and 180 to 220 Chaos Strikes in a fight. It would take 41.5 second intervals to get 1 free Chaos Strike. So we're talking 1 free Chaos Strike per minute. if you don't let it stack. If you do let it stack, you'd get less, but it really doesn't pay off because you're always hitting Chaos Strike. That's the bread and butter of every single build. So this one, not so appealing. If I'm missing some angle on this that I'm not seeing to make it great, please let me know down in the comments below and let everybody else know too, because I'm not seeing it right now. Unbound Chaos brings back your inner demon trait from your artifact weapon and ties it to Fel Rush. Now, if you're playing Momentum, this could be an awesome Azerite trait for you. Your inner demon slams into nearby enemies at the end of your Fel Rush, dealing 460 chaos damage. It says enemies plural, so it seems like it can cleave, or just single target, making Fel Rush hit even harder. And if you're playing Momentum, you're going to be using Fel Rush a lot, not just as mobility to get out of things, but as keeping that damage buff up. This seems really cool. Again, brings back one of those artifact traits. Really excited for some of these. I would say if you were going to combine certain ones, if you're going to play Demonic, you definitely want to use Eyes of Rage and Furious Gaze. Third one, completely up to you. If you're going to play First Blood and Trail of Ruin or Trail of Cinders, I think I might have said Cinders earlier. I think it's Ruin. Correct me if I'm wrong. My apologies. But if you're playing Trail and First Blood, Revolving Blades and Seething Power will go together absolutely great. And then you pick a third of whatever you want. If I was playing Revolving Blades though, and Trail along with First Blood, I'd probably, which what I'm going to be trying at least, is trying to get Seething Power, Revolving Blades, and then also Furious Gaze for that haste. So just seems like all those things stacked up really would pay off. I think they've done a great job with these Azerite traits. I'm excited for the Azerite armor system. Looking at these, it seems like this is what we're actually going to go into the game with here in just a week and a half. Let me know if you guys are pumped for these. What combinations would you guys want to use? What are you thinking? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, let me know what you think of the new intro on the Demon Hunter videos. Like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for updates. As we go into BFA, I'll be posting on a regular basis. Boss strategies, raid strats, gearing guides, all that kind of stuff. Thanks so much for the support on the channel. Rage out.